What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow Lockers and aspiring Lockers. I don't know if you can hear the hoarseness in my voice. I've been sick, y'all, but I still want to bring y'all content, so that's where we're at. In today's video, we are going to be talking about things that you did as a loose natural that you no longer have to do as a Microloc natural, or things that you just choose not to do because you don't have to. So if you want to hear those, then stick around. The first thing that came to my mind when I was thinking of things that I had to do as a loose natural that I no longer have to do as a locked Microloc natural is Prepoo. Now I know not everybody has bought into the whole Prepoo and 50 steps for your wash days and stuff. I know some people have figured out how to make their loose natural hair day wash days a little bit more simplistic, but I was Prepooing. My hair is so thick and dense and all that stuff that when it came to wash days, I had to do the most in order to get my hair so that I could comb through it and detangle and all that stuff. So I was Prepooing. I don't even think about Prepooing. My wash days right now are so simple and so quick. 10 minutes is pushing it. If it takes me 10 minutes to wash my hair, then it's a slow wash day for me now. Whereas before, I was having to break my wash days up into 2 nights usually because I would start at like 10 p.m. after the kids were going to bed, and I'd be up until midnight, 1 o'clock with phase 1, and then end up the next morning having to finish off what I started on day 1. All right, and that actually leads me into my second point, because something that I used to do as a loose natural that I no longer do as a Microloc natural is overnight conditioning. All right, that overnight deep conditioning. I used to swear by overnight deep conditioning, although now looking back, it's like I probably had better chances of getting my hair moldy and all nasty and functified than I actually had of getting my hair any softer, because I don't think that leaving the conditioner on for an hour made any difference from leaving it on for like 8 hours. Neither here nor there. Y'all can have that conversation with somebody else at a different day. But I'm not having to do overnight treatments anymore. Like I said, I would start super late at night after the kids would go to bed, and by the time I was done with the washing, detangling, sectioning of my hair, and then got the conditioner in and stuff like that, it's been 2 or 3 hours and I was exhausted. My arms were tired, and so I'm like, I don't feel like waiting for 30 minutes or an hour for this conditioner to sit in, so we're just gonna let it be an extra deep overnight conditioner. So then I'd have to wake up the next morning. Like I said, it was a 2-day event. On the weekends it was too much. So I love that I'm not doing overnight conditionings. I'm not even doing like over-hour conditionings. I put conditioner in my locks now, and it might sit for 3 to 5 minutes. Pretty much I put conditioner on my hair, I wash my body, do all the other stuff I need to do in the shower, and then I rinse it out, and that's it. It's a quick process. Like I said, my whole wash process from start to finish is 10 minutes at max, and that's on a slow day. I probably got it down to like 8 minutes, depending on how many products I'm trying to use, or how many shampoos and stuff, how many washes is what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Okay, the ultimate curse of, I feel like, loose naturals, that being a product junkie. Everybody talks about being a product junkie and having 500 products of, you got a little bit of Cantu, you got a little bit of Mael, you got a little bit of this, you got a little bit of that, because you got to try everything and see what works and what gives you the best definition, what helps your curl pattern the best, what works with your hair if it's high density or low density. There's so many products and so many things advertised for loose naturals, and so you feel like you got to try them all. It's like Pokemon, you got to catch them all, because you don't know what's going to work best for you, don't know what combination, and so you just got a whole closet, a whole pantry, a whole drawer of products. And when it comes to my Microlocs, it's just not like that. I have, maybe outside of my shampoo and conditioner, I think I have my DIY oil. I have a leave-in conditioner that I share on this channel all the time that I use, and I have a spray leave-in that I don't use as a leave-in. I just use it as a spray because it smells good. But that's literally all I'm putting in my hair. Water, and that's excessive. 3 products, because there's some Microlockers and Sisterlockers that spritz their hair with some water and that's it. They don't put anything in their hair. So it's a huge deviation from the days of being loose natural. All right, the fourth thing on my list of things that used to have to do as a loose natural that I no longer have to do as a Microloc natural is the detangling sessions. Now, I mean, y'all know, those of you that know, my hair wasn't even super long when I was a loose natural. It got down to about shoulder length. Even that, like I said, my hair is super thick, super dense, super coily. I got that 4C through 4Z texture hair, and so being able to get a comb through, detangle. I got so many single strand knots, double strand knots, quadruple, like every type of knot you could possibly get. It was in my head. My head said, I am locking you to the ancestry. I want to lock. So if you're not going to let me lock, then I'm going to give you the hardest amount of issues I can give you until you decide to detangle me. So detangling would take, that was probably the biggest part of my wash days, and why they would take so long, why they would take hours, is because of the detangling part of the wash day. And so with my locks, I mean, granted, as they get longer, they may, you know, need a little bit more finger combing than they do now, but this is me detangling. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, you know, there might be a couple of locks throughout that I probably won't be able to find any now, but like, you know, a hair from this one has snagged with the hair on another lock, and so as I'm running my fingers through, I might feel it and just be able to be like, boop, and that's it. That's detangling with Microlocs and Sisterlocks alike. This is a detangling session. Most days it takes about 10 seconds. Like I said, as your locks get longer, because they are able to intertwine and stuff a little bit more, if you don't wrap them up a certain way at night, then maybe they get a little bit tangled in the sense of like around themselves. But again, your finger detangling. You rake your fingers through and boom, you're done. You're not having to comb through with brushes or with combs or anything like that. You're not having to put in conditioner so that you can get the comb through. None of that. All right, I had this one as a separate point, but I already touched on it, so I won't make it into a whole long thing. But just wash days turning into wash weekends. My wash days were literally days. It took me 2 days to wash my hair, because then after you wash it, then I would have to put some type of, like, I would have to do something with it so that it wouldn't just revert and be a tiny afro, and then require me to spend even more time next time to comb it out and to detangle it. No longer having long wash days. 10 minutes or less in the shower, wash my hair, and I let it air dry, and that's it. Keep it simple. K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, stupid. Something that you probably had to do as a loose natural, number 6 on my list, and that you will never have to do, or shouldn't have to do as a Microloc or Sisterlock natural, is cancel or postpone plans. I don't know how many times, and I'm sure it's even worse for you women out there, but I don't know how many times I'd be like, dang, I can't even go to the grocery store because I got alligator clips in my hair. You know, I got my hair sectioned off in so many sections. I've got a deep conditioner going on in my hair. I've got a hair mask on. I can't go to the store like this. The best thing I could do would be to put on a shower cap, but then I don't want to go to the store in a shower cap. So it was a wrap. If I started doing my hair, I wasn't going out until it was done. Like I said, that means Friday night, you're booked and busy at home. Saturday morning for a couple of hours, booked and busy at home. And then even after you put in whatever style, 2-strand twist, braids, whatever you're doing, you gotta wait for the junk to dry, or you gotta blow dry it. So it's not, it took so much time. Now that I have been micro-locked, I have not had to cancel plans. I have not had to postpone. Like I said, I will wash my hair and air dry it. The only time I don't air dry is if I just wash my hair and I need to go somewhere really quickly and my hair is wet and I'm like, it's cold outside, it's wintertime, I'm not trying to get sick. So I'll run a blow dryer through my hair for about 5-10 minutes and keep it moving. It's quick. My hair dries quicker too because of the fact that they're Microlocs, as opposed to if they were thicker, you know, holding in more water. So it's just such a quicker process, so much quicker. The 7th thing on my list of things that you had to do as a loose natural that you're no longer having to do as a Microloc or Sisterlock natural is protective styles. Now, can you do protective styles, or can you do braids, wigs, and stuff like that on top of your Microlocs or Sisterlocks? Absolutely. Would I recommend it? Do you, boo? It's up to you. Do I think it's best for your hair and the tension and stuff? No, but to each their own. You know, some people can look at a wig or some extensions and their edges start receding and falling out, whereas other people can put a whole Seabiscuit hair full of head on their head and their hair's fine. Their hair still thrives, it grows, it just keeps growing. There's no issues with it. So you have to know what is right for you and what works for you, and you do you, boo. Protective styles, like I said, I would wash my hair, and then after washing, I'd have to come up with some type of style to put my hair in so that it didn't revert into the smallest shrunken state of a fro that it could be. And I have no problem with my fro, but like I said, if it would shrink up to my fro, you know, my hair is this long when it's straight or whatever, blown out, but then it becomes this short when it's a fro. You know how much detangling and time that's gonna take, and effort and broken comb bristles and whatnot that I gotta go through to get my hair so that I can comb it out and detangle it? It's too much. It's too much. So it's nice not to have to worry about protective styles. I'm not having to do 2-strand twists. You know, now it's a matter of, do I want to do a braid out for a certain look? But I'm not doing it because I need to stretch my hair. I'm not doing it because if I don't do it, my hair is going to revert. So now I have the option of whether to do it or not. And if I don't do it, it's fine because my hair doesn't change. If I don't do it, my hair's not going to change. The only change is, like I said, for aesthetics, for me wanting a kinky or curly look as opposed to just straight locks. That's the only difference. All right, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button so that I know what type of content you are enjoying. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know if there's anything else you can think of that you used to have to do as a loose natural that you no longer have to do as a locked natural. I'd be interested to know. All right, and hit that subscribe button so that you can join the flock. And before you go anywhere, check out some of the videos that have popped up on the screen. I'll see you there.